Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres, one game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. In the bats, clean double plays and the crowd react fast. But the Harriers hungry, they ain't scared now. Every inning got the whole field shook somehow. Pitcher on the mound with the nerves held tight. Fastball baiting corners on a summer night. Coming very loud from the dugout crew, breaking every play while the pressure grew. Hear the chain link rattle when the runners fly. Hear the parents lose it on a sacrifice. Every dirt stained jersey got a reason to fight. Middle school legends made tonight. Some games are remembered forever. Some teams get written together. Harriers swinging like legends tonight. Whoa! Padres stand tall, but the dream alive. Crowd so loud, make the whole place shake tonight. Sports Ball Dad got the cameras all live. Whoa! We gon' be the soundtrack to a championship. We gon' be, we gon' be the kids everybody talks about. 0 and 11, now they here though. Now the whole town yelling, let's go. Every inning feel like history. This is bigger than a little league dream. Some games turn into forever. Some nights bring a team together. Harriers fighting with their backs to the wall. Padres ready for a battle tonight. Championship pressure in the stadium lights. Dugout Podcast on the call all night. We gon' be that story they remember forever. We gon' be the St. Mary's champions. Sports Ball, Dad live from the championship. Harriers versus Padres. One final game, one unforgettable story. Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres, one game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. Swinging for 11 straight losses, dirt on the cleats. Now the Harriers storming back hard in the
What's up, my guys, and welcome to the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League for Middle School Baseball St. Mary's County Championship here at Tyrone Harris Field at Chancellor's Run Regional Park. It is a beautiful night for baseball where we have the number 2 seed, the private school Padres, taking on the number 5 seed Spring Ridge Harriers. The Spring Ridge Harriers, Jimmy, are certainly a Cinderella story.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was going to say they defeated the number 4 seed Leonardtown 9-8 in the opening round, and then shocked Margaret Brent 10-4 on Wednesday. I mean, they're obviously playing with a lot of confidence, knocking off the higher 2 seeds. Let's see if they can continue that tonight.
After going 0-11 in the regular season, to come into playoffs hot like this is just epic. And for them to take on the number 2 seed here, private school Padres, you got to think they're coming in with a lot of confidence.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, when you get those 2 statement wins in the playoffs, especially struggling in the regular season, I mean, all you're doing as a team is you're riding that wave until you can't anymore. So I would expect the Spring Ridge to come out here and really come out firing on all cylinders.
Tale of the tape tonight, these two have met each other twice this season. First game back on March 26, which was a non-conference game where Spring Ridge had 3, private school had 9. In that game, private school team did collect 10 hits on the day with 8 stolen bases. And Tyler Burkhart, one of their bigger bats on the team, went 2 for 3, driving in 2 RBIs with a walk that game. Looking at the Spring Ridge side on March 26, Leo Gardner collected the only hit for Spring Ridge, where Wesley and Leo threw a combined 5 innings for 5 strikeouts with 5 walks and 9 earned runs.
But to be honest with you, it's a tale of 2 seasons for Spring Ridge, right? I mean, you could look at the regular season stats, and if you were to ask the team right now, none of that matters, because right now this game, they're on fire.
And heading over to game 2 between the two opponents on April 28th, where that was a conference game, the score was a little closer, with Spring Ridge scoring 12, private school scoring 15. Private school did have to go through 6 different pitchers in that game to get the W for the Padres.
You see, that's one of my keys of success today for the private school fellas, right? It's going to be pitching, consistency on the mound. They definitely need to throw strikes, cut down on the walks, and that could be the difference in tonight's matchup.
We will be back with you guys here very shortly as the Padres, the home team for today's matchup, take the field and get ready to start the top of the first.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres, one game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. In the bats, clean double plays and the crowd react fast, but the Harriers hungry, they ain't scared now. Every inning got the whole field shook somehow. Pitcher on the mound with the nerves.
All right, we are getting ready to start the top of the first here. between the St. Mary's County Championship game, Padres versus the Harriers here at Tyrone Harris Field for the second season of the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League. As Pomblanco steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one.
You know what I like to see, though? That Spring Ridge right off the bat's being aggressive at the plate.
Very aggressive on that first pitch as we got a time here on the field. Throwing his sunglasses. He does not need them at this moment. Judah, number 8 here, batting .345 on the season. Looking to get on base for the Harriers, get something started. Blanco gets his, Amundsen gets his sign. Off speed, just out of the zone, swung on and missed for strike 2.
It's a good pitch. It's nice to see the pitcher work in the zone early.
Amundsen starting the game off with 2 early strikes here as the ball's delivered. Taken for a ball, just low in the zone.
Judah's had a pretty successful season this year, batting .345. 10 of those hits, 4 are doubles. So he has that gap power.
Amundsen gets the sign. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4 pitch at bat for Amundsen to start the game. As they throw it around the horn, we have 1 out here in the top of the first.
And RJ, he didn't mess around there. There was 3 fastballs, 1 off speed. A lot of confidence up there. He's challenging those batters early.
Zachary Fan DHing today for Link. Here's the pitch. Off speed, didn't break low enough, high in the zone, taken for a ball. Zachary looking calm and poised here, looking to get something started for the Harriers. Just hitting the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 count.
Zachary's another one here where he's batting .379, 10 hits, 4 RBIs. Let's see what he can do.
Swung on just a little late for Zach. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first for the Harriers. Spring Ridge bench is really behind their players this evening. Breaking just a little low for a ball.
It's a great pitch, great off speed.
Good offer on a 1-2 count. As Amundsen looks in for a sign, he shakes off Wathan. Gets a sign. It's a pitch foul just behind the dish. Fan battling where he can, staying aggressive up there on strikes. Still a 2-2 count.
And the fact that he's late on that, I'd still challenge him again with another fastball. The last thing you want to do is speed up that bat and him get a hold of one.
Amundsen shakes off his catcher again.
Still letting you in this place.
Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt. It is a strike 3 for a drop strike third, and now he is out. Fan did not take off on the drop strike third. It is 2 outs here to start the top of the first. 2 outs for the Padres.
Right off the bat, Soren is commanding the zone right now, filling it up, forcing those Spring Ridge batters to go in there and be aggressive.
Harvey steps in. Fouled off just down the first base line, out of play. Continuing the aggressiveness on those first strikes.
For sure. And Joseph Harvey right here, Spring Ridge's best hitter, batting .533, 16 hits, triple, and 9 ribbies on the season.
So he looks in with an 0-1 count. Amundsen delivers. It's hit. It's going to get past second base for a base hit. He is going to turn and look and hold at 1. Just getting past a diving second baseman there. Good aggressiveness by Dobson over at second, but Harvey is on with a 2-out single here in the top of the first.
Great piece of hitting, and the fact that he was out in front and didn't get all of it, that's impressive.
Leo Gardner, number 4, steps in for the Harriers. Joseph with a small lead over at first. Pickoff attempt. He's safe. You're at first base. You're Harvey. You're coaching third. Are you looking to be aggressive here and try to get second?
Not in the first inning, right? We have 2 down. I understand the stats with Leo, but last thing you want to do is kill an inning and really shift that momentum over to the Padres.
Amundsen gives him a long look, and Harvey takes off. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed just past the catcher's glove, and it will be a stand-up pass ball steal for Joseph Harvey at second base. I believe he would have made it regardless of the pass ball.
And you see, that's why I'm on this side of the dugout, or on this side of the fence, than on that side. Coach Garner being aggressive on the base pass, I love it.
Leo with 1 strike on him. Harvey with a small lead. Pitches in the dirt, taken for a ball.
See, and you see this often with pitchers, especially young pitchers, right? They're used to throwing in the stretch or in the windup, and the minute they get to the stretch, some can struggle. Soren's got to make the adjustment.
Dobson's holding him at second. Harvey give a little wave to the pitcher. He gets a aggressive lead, swung on and missed by Leo for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harvey looking to take another base here as he's getting aggressive on his secondary lead. Amundsen gets a sign. Gives Harvey a look. Here's the pitch. Harvey takes off. It swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the end of the top of the first as Spring Ridge scores no runs with 1 hit. The middle of the first.
Soren was impressive that inning. He threw a lot of strikes. I'd like to see that continue the rest of the game.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. 1 game, 1 story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. Swinging for 11 straight losses, dirt on the cleats. Now the Harriers storming back hard in the heat. Every pitch is late, every bruise, every scar. Now they're riding to the title underneath the stars. Parents in the stands and the boys locked in. Middle school baseball with a state of mind grit. Now the whole crowd loud with the...
Welcome back here to the 2026 St. Mary's County Middle School League Championship between the Spring Ridge Harriers and the private school Padres. You are joined with us tonight. We have Jimmy Jones here, or as those that are really close with him call him, Jim Jones, St. Mary's Little League president and one of our awesome contributors to the Dugout Podcast.
I appreciate that, RJ. And sitting next to me is the bearded man himself.
The gray bearded man himself.
The gray bearded man himself, who happens to be the president of this league, RJ Bean.
I can't stress enough how beautiful of a night this is for baseball here at Tyrone Harris Field. For those that don't know, Tyrone Harris was a pivotal member of this community, not only for baseball and softball, but all youth sports. A continuous advocate for all of youth. Somebody that would work with you, handshake agreements, and really knew the customer service side of his job. He is dearly missed, as is Mr. Bob Richardson, the namesake for this middle school league. And we'll talk more about him as we get into another inning. Leading off for the Padres is number 8, Jasper Grote, as Harvey on the bump for the Harriers. Delivers first pitch, strike 1.
And right away, the arm strength, right? A lot of gas up there. Harvey's really whipping it tonight.
Harvey gets a sign and he delivers. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike.
Jasper's 269 on the season, 7 hits, 2 of those doubles with 2 RBIs.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up just out of play behind the dish. It is in fair territory, caught by a fan, and he's going to toss it back to someone, not me, because we do not have airheads at this table. Jasper battling here with an 0-2 count as Harvey gets set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball again fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Jasper really doing his job here with an 0-2 count, battling on these off-speed pitches, trying to keep the at-bat alive. Harvey gets a sign. Here's the pitch. It's put in play. It's a high fly ball hit to left field. Routine. Left field is underneath of it for the first out in the bottom of the first. High fly ball hit to Wesley Henson out there in left field to get the first out for the Harriers.
It's a great way to start the inning. Jasper really made him work that first at-bat through, what, 6-7 pitches? That could come back into play later on if the Padres
lefty
continue to do
Easton
that.
Tomachek stepping in for the Padres. Here's the pitch. He offers a bunt, and it is just foul right off the top of the bat past the catcher. There are some headlights out there in left center field. They are blinding me. For this left-handed batter, they could play into his eye view as well.
There is nothing worse than that, especially when you're playing at a baseball field and those lights are shining right on you. I'm surprised the umpire hasn't said anything yet.
Tomachek steps in after offering a bunt with an 0-1 count. Harvey delivers in the dirt for a ball.
It's a good eye by Tomachek. He's one of the leaders on this team this year. Tomachek's batted .435 with 10 RBIs with an impressive on-base percentage. Good stick at the plate.
Looking to increase that here as he offers a bunt again, and it is just foul right behind the catcher, that time off the bottom of the bat here, as he has got himself into a 1-2 count.
I like the approach. He noticed the third baseman was playing deep. Being a lefty, dropping a bunt down there, quick out of the box, you can steal a bag right here. But now with 2 strikes, he's got to protect. He's swinging the bat here.
The lefty gets set. Here's the pitch. Outside the zone for a ball.
This is what we would call a quality AB, RJ. Quality AB.
Quality AB, one of the important statistics that coaches use when setting lineups as Harvey delivers. Swung on, and it is over, dropping right in front of left field for a base hit. Tomachek, after going down 2-2 with 2 foul bunts, gets on base with a single for the Padres with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
It's a beautiful piece of hitting, right? He tried to lay down 2 bunts, right? Got behind in the count early, came back, and laced a nice single over to left field. Let's see what they do in the base path now.
Tyler Burkhart steps in. Here's the pitch. That's low for a ball.
I was watching between innings, and this catcher behind here, White, he's got a decent arm. So I'm wondering if the Padres are going to be aggressive here and steal a bag.
Burkhart leading the Padres with 27 hits on the season. Pitch comes in. High fly ball. It is in play. First base has room, and it is caught for out number 2. The Harriers getting out one of the bigger bats on the Padres roster with 2 outs here.
That's a huge out, right? Because Burkhart was batting .711 this year with 27 hits, 8 doubles, 26 RBIs. Those are impressive numbers.
Another player to watch out here for the Padres, Trevor Vallantingham.
You're right, batting .458. Good stick at the plate here.
Tomachek gets one more step on his lead over at first. Harvey gives him a look. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It is put in play. A little bloop to second. He is underneath of it for out number 3. At the end of 1, Harriers 0, Padres 0. Here on the Dugout Podcast presented by Sports Ball Dad. Live broadcast.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. One game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. Started out cold, 0 wins on the board. Whole town counted them out, see what you're swinging for. 11 straight losses, dirt on the cleats.
Welcome back here to Tyrone Harris Field at Chancellor's Run Regional Park for the top of the second in the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League for middle school baseball. Got a 0-0 ball game here, Jimmy. What are your thoughts after the first?
Well, so I'm really impressed by Spring Ridge, right? Especially going down in order top of the first, coming back and facing the Padres' top hitters, really answering that call, keeping the game 0-0 when they had such a potent offense over there on the Padres side. That was crucial. I can imagine they're just more amped up than ever before. Let's see what they do. How do they answer here?
Special shout out to Sports Ball Dad, who's here with us live this evening, broadcasting for those of you watching on YouTube and Game Changer. Awesome gentleman by the name of Jeff Kennedy running that business and helping out our local leagues to broadcast this as wide and as far as he can. As Mackay White swings on and misses for strike one.
Mackay's one of Spring Ridge's big bats here, right? 533 with 16 hits, 13 RBIs.
I believe he's pushing about 6'3 or 6'4 as well as the pitch comes in and hits the plate for ball.
Similar to Aaron Judge. That's kind of what he looks like out there right now.
And his bat is as hot as Aaron Judge's, as he is one of the better hitters on the Harriers team, leading them to, in the playoffs, to these 2 victories over Leonardtown and Margaret Brent. Off speed, swung on early for a miss.
That
One
was
ball.
a nasty curveball right there, soaring. Great pitch.
Him and Wathen have a really good battery going on here as he steps in with a 1-2 count. Taken just inside for a ball, barely missing the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Mackay. So his headlights in left center are still bothering me. Here's the pitch. It's off speed again. It is put in play just over the pitcher's head. Bones fields is at second, and he gets the throw over there just in time at first base for the first out here to start the second inning, as Mackay battles with a 2-2 count, puts the ball in play over the pitcher's head on a ground ball, but Dobson over there at second with a lot of range, being able to make the play and get the out at first.
That was impressive, right? Most young kids that age, they rush the play, they rush the throw. He took his time, set his feet, made it look routine.
Evan Donnelly steps up for the Harriers, and he takes the first pitch in his back. He hustles down like a champ, and the Harriers, with 1 out, have a base runner. Looked like he might have tried off speed. Amundsen might have tried off speed on that. Didn't get the break he wanted, and ends up hitting Evan in the bat as Wesley Henson steps in for the Harriers. Pickoff attempt at first.
Henson this year's batting .200, 5 hits, 5 RBIs. Let's see what he can do here with his first at-bat.
For lefty, looking to keep the momentum going here for Spring Ridge. Evan, one more step over there at first base on his lead as Amundsen gives him a look. Change up in there for the first strike as Wesley took that one.
Now, we talked before, this is where I get aggressive right here. This is where I'd send him, maybe even do a hit and run here. Put some pressure on this defense.
Amundsen gives him a look at first. Here's the pitch. Wesley sits back on it, just gets the top of the bat, hit to third baseman for the out at second on a fielder's choice, but Wesley does get to first base. 2 outs here, top of the second, with a little teeny bit of the top of the bat.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if you saw that, but it just the backspin on that was a great play by third because the rotation on that ball can be difficult to play.
Really picked up the rotation to get the lead runner at second. You could not even hear that ball hit the bat. Wesley with a modest lead at first. As Owen takes the first pitch for a strike, and a throw down for a stolen base. Pops out of the glove for the shortstop Grote, and Wesley is in there for a stolen base for the Harriers. Runner in scoring position with Owen Behringer look to deliver here for the Harriers.
I loved how Wathen popped up through that ball. It was just to the left side of the bag. If it was on the other side, that would have been a much closer play.
Shortstop's holding Wesley here at second. Amundsen gives him a look. He delivers. It is off speed, taken for a strike. Owen gets himself down in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Amundsen gets a sign, gives a look at the runner. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball was low, just out of the dirt for strike 3. The Harriers.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. One game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
Welcome back here to the 2026 St. Mary's County Championship for middle school baseball. Heading into the bottom of the second here, Amundsen is really painting the corners and finding the zone for his Padres team.
And that's what they need all day today, right? Soren's really done a good job. He's got 4 strikeouts through 2, and really not a lot of mistakes on the mound today. If he can continue, he's giving the Padres a really good chance tonight.
The catcher, Luke Wathen, looking to get something started for the Padres here for the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League. For those that don't know, Bob Richardson, another community staple here for the baseball and softball players in St. Mary's County. Dedicated volunteer, over 50 years of service to this county. Passed away 3 years ago. He is dearly, dearly missed, and we are very proud to have this league named after such a pivotal volunteer in our community as Wathen takes the first pitch for a ball. Harvey delivers.
Luke Wathen on the season is batting .263, 5 hits, 2 RBIs. He does a great job behind the plate. Let's see what he does at the plate.
2 balls here for Luke as Harvey delivers. Missing high again. Wathen is in a 3-0 count here for the Padres. Harvey looking to settle in here as Mackay gives him the sign. Hitting the outside corner for a strike. Taken by Wathen.
Who's winning? Oh, I didn't even see you.
3 balls, 1 strike. Taken high in the zone for ball 4. Wathen is on with a leadoff walk here to start the bottom of the second as Buckler steps up to the plate for the Padres. Colton batting .240 on the season, looking to capitalize here with a leadoff base runner.
And you know he can find the gas with 2 doubles and a triple on the season. That's the last thing Spring Ridge wants to see tonight.
For those curious at home, I'm sure the camera can show you the lights are still on in that car in left center. If you cannot tell, it has aggravated me. As Buckler takes the first pitch for a ball.
And those that have played the game, that can be really distracting. To the batter, to the umpire, to the catcher.
Wathen with a substantial lead over at first gets his secondary. Pitch comes in, it is off speed. It is out of play behind the dish for a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Colton Buckler.
And this is where Harvey's really got to dig deep here, right? The last thing you want to do after going
off speed, it is hit out of play again. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Buckler is battling here with the Padres, a runner at first, Wathen with the leadoff walk.
And I'll continue. The last thing you want to do is follow up with another walk, right? Challenge the batter, have him put it in play, let your defense work.
Harvey delivers. It is just inside, taken for a ball.
Padres really making Harvey work this inning, early in the inning.
Wathen gets an extra step over there at first. Harvey gives him a look out of the corner of his eye. He delivers. Off speed, just off the end of the bat, hit to the second baseman, fielded it cleanly for out at first base. Fielder's choice. He does move the runner, hitting that end cap over to Aaron Cutt at second base. As the Padres are knocking on the door now with a runner in scoring position and 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
And if I'm the Padres, that's a productive out. Now we have a runner in scoring position. Single brings home a run. Can Soren, now this is an opportunity Soren to help himself out, right? Base hit. He gives himself a lead.
Pitcher versus pitcher here as Harvey looks on for Amundsen. Wathen with a good lead. He offers a bunt, and it is pulled back as the pitch trails outside for ball 1.
I always get nervous when pitchers bunt, right? Because they're on the bump. Last thing you want to do is have your pitcher get injured, his finger get nicked or something.
1 ball, no strike. Off speed, just a little high in the zone. Great offer there by Harvey. But Amundsen was not taking the bait.
No, and Soren's batting .321 this year with 9 hits and 7 RBIs. Let's see if he can help himself.
Wathen being held there, gets a secondary. Ball is hit, ground ball to the shortstop. It is taken, and he might beat this one out. He beats it out as he moves the runner there. The shortstop, Pomblanco, waited just a little too long on that one, and the runner is in there at first base.
Great hustle by Soren, really digging it out. The shortstop playing back on his heels instead of charging the ball was all the difference in the world.
So we have time on the field here. Looks like the Spring Ridge players are talking to themselves out here.
Well, you have your classic first and third situation here, so they're probably trying to get on the same page on what they want to do if we have a steal down to second.
It looks like we have a pinch runner for Amundsen. So I'll rephrase that, a courtesy runner, as you can courtesy run for your pitchers and catchers. So we do have a courtesy runner at first base. We will get you the name here in a second as soon as we can see the number, but I expect him to be at second here pretty soon. Harvey goes for a pickoff attempt at third, and Wathen is back safe. Russell here looking to put the ball in play to get the runner home. He takes off from first. Here's the pitch, and it is put in play. It is a low one, hit to center field. Clean catch. Wathen tags up at third. There's a hard throw from Evan in center field, not in time. As the sacrifice fly to center field by Russell brings in a run for the Padres.
And that's exactly what you want to do, RJ. Anything to the outfield, that's what we call a quality job.
2 outs here for the Padres with a runner still at first. As Braylon Sage, the lefty, steps in and takes ball 1.
And this is one of the strengths of the Padres that they have. I mean, they have multiple hitters that produce throughout the entire lineup. There's no easy out in this lineup tonight.
Valentine is the courtesy runner over at first base for the Padres. Lots of speed on the base path this season for Valentine. As Braylon has an 0-2 count, Harvey delivers. Hitting the outside corner for a strike, a back pick attempt down at first, and Valentine is in there safe. Mackay trying to keep him honest over there with the 2 outs here for the Harriers in the bottom of the second.
I don't mind that decision, but still so early in the game, last thing you want to do is throw it away.
As Valentine takes off, here's the pitch. Salin puts a weak ground ball into play, back to the pitcher. Harvey delivers to first. It is underthrown, bounces in front of him. Sage is going to get to second. Valentine coming from third, makes it home for the Padres on a throwing error by Harvey. It is 2-0 Padres as Sage put a weak ground ball back to the pitcher. Harvey just rushing the throw a little bit, underthrows to first. Sage gets to second. Valentine scores. Harriers call a timeout here as the coach wants to calm them down and chat things over.
And RJ, that's nothing new. The Padres have been known all season to be aggressive on the base path, creating problems, especially in the last 2 meetings. That type of aggressiveness is what makes the defensive players rush their throws and make mistakes, and that's what we just saw here.
The Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League for Middle School Baseball represents currently Charles and St. Mary's County middle school teams here in the Southern Maryland area, with the goal of getting Calvert County on board next season. St. Mary's represents 5 of the 8 teams for the Bob Richardson League, with Charles County representing 3. But we've said it before, a Cinderella story here for these Harriers, going 0-11 to start the season, and then come playoff time, knocking out the number 4 seed Leonardtown, knocking out the number 1 seed Margaret Brent, who had only 1 loss on the season, to be in this position to try to make it to the Coe County Championship next Wednesday.
You know, all they got to do right now is do a job. Harvey's got to attack the plate, get out of the setting so they can go hit.
Jasper is showing bunt here, and he pulls back on the low offer, and it's with the third baseman crashing. Sage is at third with a stand-up steal. Looked like a design play with the offer for the bunt to get the third base crashing, as Sage is in there safe at third with 2 outs here for Jasper.
That's just incredible base running, great coaching over there.
Harvey delivers. That ball taken high. We have 2 balls, no strikes for Jasper. Here's the pitch. Off speed, just out of the zone for another ball. Jasper working a 3-0 count here in the bottom of the second as the Padres are up 2-0 with a runner on third. Imagine Jasper's going to take one here. Here's the pitch. Painting the outside corner for a strike.
Now this is where Harvey's really got to bear down, right? Let's not let one get away from us. Let's try to win this battle right here.
3-1 count for Jasper. Taken low for ball 4. Taken low for ball 4 for Jasper. We have Sage at third. Jasper makes it over to first on the walk. 2 outs here, the bottom of the second.
And Tomachek's back up. His last at-bat was that single over to left field.
As we expect Jasper to take off here at first, and he goes. The ball is put into play. It is a high fly ball to center field. Center field charging in, and Donnelly is underneath for out number 3 in the bottom of the second. Padres doing some damage, though, to go to the top of the third as they are up 2-0 here at Tyrone Harris Field at Chancellor's Run Regional Park.
Cuds up at the plate. 208 on the season, 5 hits, 5 RBIs.
The number 9 batter looking to keep that aggressive streak alive for the Harriers as Amundsen delivers. Off speed, and it is put in play down the first base line. First base keeps the bag, but Amundsen is able to get over there to cover for Vallantingham for the first out to start the 3rd inning with your private school 2, Spring Ridge nothing.
So now Spring Ridge has an opportunity. Now we're back at the top of the lineup. Let's see how they respond.
Again, aggressive on the first strike here. Let's see if Pomblanco continues the trend as Amundsen delivers. Off speed again, swung on and missed for strike 1.
Soren's really starting to settle in. Now that he's got a lead, he can really sit back and pitch his game.
Judah takes the next pitch for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and I am happy to report the headlights in left center are finally off. Either somebody threw a baseball in them or they have decided to leave the complex. Soren gets a sign. He delivers. Swung on as an off-speed hit, line drive to second baseman, fielded it cleanly by Dobson for the out. A hard hit ball off the barrel for Pomblanco.
That was a snag. That was a beautiful play. A hard hit ball, and Dobson made it look routine. And you know, when you start getting things like that in the game as a pitcher, all it does is build your confidence.
After your offense puts up 2 here, you go and start the top of the 3rd, get 2 outs to start. Another confidence booster. There's a hard hit ball to center field, line drive, and Harvey is on base with another single to start the day. A 2-out single for Harvey, as his approach has been aggressive all evening. I'm sorry, that was not Harvey, that was the
Zachary
DH fan. DH fan, who was also aggressive on his swings, on his strikeout in the first inning. Staying aggressive, putting a hard line drive up the middle for a 2-out base runner here for the Harriers.
Big at bat here, right? Harvey, Munson competing against each other. This is where Harvey can really help himself.
Now Harvey steps in. Here's the pitch. First pitch swinging. It is hit to right center, and underneath of it is Link for the out for the Padres as they were knocking on the door again with another base runner 3 innings in a row. Nothing to show for it as we head into the middle of the third. Padres 2, Harriers nothing.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. 1 game, 1 story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
Welcome back here live to the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson League Middle School Championship for St. Mary's County as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here with Burkhart leading off for the Padres.
You know, if I'm Spring Ridge right now, what I want is 3 up, 3 down, bring some of that momentum back, and then come back at the top of the 4th and really get our sticks going. That'd be big right here. But the Padres have an opportunity to pile it on a little bit more.
Special thanks to our umpires here for this evening. We have Chris Schoenberg behind the dish, John Thompson working the base here for the St. Mary's Championship as Harvey delivers. Hitting the outside corner, Burkhart takes it for strike one.
And you can tell Harvey's kind of settled in after that last inning. A little bit more confidence on that mound.
Harvey working quick here. Off speed, just missing inside. Burkhart takes it for ball one.
McKeel tried to bring that one in. That was a nice try to frame that on the inside part.
For those keeping track, I am happy to report there are two vehicles now with their headlights on in left center field as Burkhart, big swing, misses for strike two.
And Tyler Burkhart, this is going to be a big at-bat. If Harvey can get past Burkhart, it'd be a big statement for Spring Ridge.
Off speed, swung on and missed as Burkhart is retired.
He came out of his shoes on that one. He saw that. It looked like he wanted to send that 240.
Beautiful skyline here, painting the outfield. Cotton candy skyline. A couple hundred people here in the park to support their teams. Really good stuff for the middle school league. As Trevor takes the first pitch for ball one.
Last time Trevor put it in play, but it resulted in a putout.
The seventh grader looking to get on base here. Gets just underneath of it for a light out of play ball down the first base side. Trevor gets the sign from his dad, Tracy Vallantingham, who is a legend here in the local community, having his jersey retired at Leonardtown High School. Just an amazing baseball player as Harvey pitches there. Trevor puts it in play down the third base line. Gardner fields it cleanly with the hard throw over to first, and he is out. The throw is there on time as Leo fielded it cleanly at third down the line to get the second out for the Harriers here in the bottom of the third.
Talk about throwing a seed over to first base. When I first saw him get that ball, I thought he was going to have to get everything behind it, and he made it look seamless.
Gardner wearing some type of ninja mask over there, maybe celebrating the new Mortal Kombat movie out in theaters.
It looks
not
good.
A sponsor.
It's not a sponsor.
As Wathen takes the first pitch for a strike. Leo heading over to his pitcher to chat. They might be talking about what food they're going to eat after the game.
What's your favorite type of food?
Chick-fil-A, hands down. I'd eat that 7 days a week, but they're not open on Sundays.
Not open on Sundays. Thought you were
Breaking
going to
ball.
tell me Slim's Chicken.
Breaking ball low and inside for ball one. Harvey delivers. Hit right back to the pitcher. Harvey fields it cleanly. He is running over to first for the underhand toss to get the third out in the inning. At the end of 3, it is Private 2, Spring Ridge 0.
Your car's been through a lot. Bring it back to life. Ride Revival.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. One game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
Welcome back here to the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson St. Mary's County Championship. We are starting the top of the fourth here with a 2-0 ball game as the Padres are up in this one with Leo leading off the top of the fourth for the Harriers. Here's the pitch. Taken low for a ball.
That was a good pitch. Could have gone either way. Leo, good at bat, good eyes.
Amundsen at 34 pitches for this game delivers. Taken low again for ball 2.
You think it's the face mask throwing him off?
Could be the Mortal Kombat face mask. Hey, special shout out to one of our sponsors here for Sports Ball Dead, Mr. Dan Long with Ride Revival. You have any car cleaning needs to get your car showroom ready, please reach out to Dan Long at 301-848-9896. As Leo has a 2-0 count, takes ball 3 outside. Getting this base runner on, the utmost importance for the Harriers for the leadoff. Amundsen in a little hole here with a 3-0 count. Leo shows a fake bunt, pulls back, and takes the strike. 3 balls, 1 strike for Leo.
I was never a fan of those fake bunts. I always felt like it helped the pitcher find the zone.
Leo swings on, just out of play behind us here. For those that don't know, we are to the right of the catcher behind home plate. That ball right over our heads as Leo is in a full count here. As Amundsen gets a sign from Wathen. Here's the pitch. It's off speed. Leo chases after it, puts it in play. It is in center field with the communication, and it is caught out there by Easton Tomachek for the first out here in the top of the fourth.
Such a great job by Soren, falling down early in the count, 3-0, battling back with 3 straight strikes and getting that fly out to center.
Makai White here, trying to get something started and to get another base runner like they have each inning for the Harriers.
This is where you can see a spark with Spring Ridge right here.
Soren gets his sign. It's a fastball. Makai takes it to deep left, and underneath of it for the catch is Buckler for 2 outs.
1 pitch, 1 out. That's a pitcher's dream.
Makai getting every bit of that, just underneath of it for the lift for the out, as Buckler has to take about 5 steps back to track it to get 2 outs here for the Padres, as Soren continues to deliver strikes for his team. Staying aggressive on the first pitch, Donnelly swings and misses.
But you know what, RJ, I love
1.
that approach. I love the fact that Spring Ridge is going up there each inning and they're being aggressive. That's how you make things happen.
Soren delivers. Taken for a strike. Evan down in the count early here with no balls, 2 strikes. So Soren looks to get out of this with a 1-2-3 inning. He gets the sign. Breaking ball low just in front of the plate, and Evan fouls it off, remaining in the count for 0-2. Really good 2-strike approach there, trying to protect.
Last time at the plate, Donnelly was hit by pitch, now down early in the count.
Soren trusting his catcher here as he gets his sign. He delivers. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Shortstop just gets past Pomblanco there at shortstop. It's a hard hit ball as Donnelly reaches on an air here in the top of the fourth to keep the 4-inning streak alive of the Harriers getting a base runner here in the Bob Richardson St. Mary's Middle School Championship.
And the second time tonight that Donnelly's reached base.
Donnelly really aggressive on the base path with a small lead as he takes off. There's the pitch. Wesley hits it into play to Dobson at second. Dobson with the throw to first in time for the out as the Padres get out of a small jam after letting one on an air. Dobson delivering for his team to get the 3rd out to end the top of the 4th here with Padres 2, Harriers nothing. Welcome back here to Tyrone Harris Field as the sun has officially gone behind the trees. The pink and pale blue sky out in left field is slowly setting as dusk settles in here for the Bob Richardson Middle School St. Mary's County Championship into the bottom of the fourth.
And where else would you rather be on a Friday evening but at a ballpark?
You couldn't ask for a better baseball evening. As Harvey delivers the first pitch. Swung on, Buckler puts it in play. A little chopper to Harvey. He is going to beat it out at first base. Harvey overthrows, and Buckler is going to go for two on the overthrow. And he is in there at two to start the bottom of the fourth with an infield single. He would have beat that out with a little blooper back to the pitcher on the left side, but Harvey does overthrow for the air to get Buckler over to second base as the Padres, no outs, the runner in scoring position as the pitcher steps in.
And this is where, if you're Harvey, you need to take a breath, reset.
Taken outside for a ball. Buckler, lots of speed, hustling down to first, reading the overthrow, getting over to second to give his team a chance with a base runner in scoring position as Soren looks to move the runner around. It's off speed. It is hit just off the inside of the bat down the third base line. Gardner fields cleanly. The throw is overthrown to Owen at first. They are sending Buckler home. Buckler is in there safe, standing up as another overthrow moves a runner over to second as Soren gets over to second with a ground ball hit down the third base side. Gardner with a hard throw just over the first baseman, getting him to second as we have another courtesy runner, Valentine, coming in for the pitcher to keep speed on the base paths here in the bottom of the fourth.
Two tough plays. The runner's really hustling down the line, making it difficult on the offense. Puts the pressure on.
He shows bunt. He stayed with the offer. It was high in the zone. Russell did not pull back. 4 strike 1. Hank here, one of the 8th graders on the team, sees the pitch. Valentine takes off. Mackay gets a good jump down the third base, throws it down, and Valentine is in there, safe at third, using his speed. Mackay had a really good read, stepping behind the batter to throw down Leo off the base a little bit as Valentine is in there safe over at third to move the runner.
I really loved what Mackay did on that one. It looked picture perfect.
Harvey delivers, swung on and missed. Strikeout here for Harvey as the Harriers have 1 out. Russell a little disappointed. His team picks him up in the dugout as the lefty, Braylon Sage, steps in.
And that's a big out, RJ, right? It gives Harvey a little bit more confidence back on the mound.
Here's the pitch in the dirt. Good slide and snag by Mackay to keep the ball in front. That was a guaranteed pass ball home had Mackay not used his body to go after that.
Quick reflexes.
1 ball here for Sage. Harvey delivers. It's in the dirt again. Ball 2. Valentine getting aggressive down that third base line, looking to use his speed and try to disrupt the game a little bit. Harvey delivers. Hitting the outside corner for a strike. Sage takes 2 balls, 1 strike.
And this is where Harvey needs to be aggressive, right? We're at the bottom of the lineup. The top's coming back up. If I'm Spring Ridge, this is the out that we need to get.
Here's the pitch. Sage gets a barrel hit to left field. Camped out underneath is Henson, and the throw home is just off as the sacrifice fly to left field brings in another run for the Padres as Valentine tags up at third. Braylon doing his job here to give the Padres another run as it is 4-0 Padres here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs.
And really, if you're on both sides of the dugout, you couldn't be happier, right? On one hand, you get the second out of the inning, you're 1 away, and then if you're the Padres, just doing a job and getting that runner in.
Back to the top of the lineup here for the Padres is Jasper, looking to keep this little rally going here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Just inside. Oh, umpire here, Chris is saying it clipped him. It's a hit by pitch as Jasper takes first base. As Spring Ridge coach Dan Gardner calls time to talk to his pitcher.
Now, if I'm Spring Ridge right now, we have 2 outs. The last thing we want to do is let this get away from us. So I'm just going out there to kind of reset him right, clear his mind, get him to go back to his approach. Don't speed things up, right? Let's get out of this inning. Let's get this 3rd out so we can go hit.
One of my favorite things to talk about with my pitchers is what toppings they like on their pizza.
That's your go-to?
I don't talk about baseball. I go right out there, say, hey, you have $50. What toppings are you putting on your pizza?
Well, have you seen that guy on YouTube where he goes out there and he just berates the pitchers?
Hilarious.
I love that guy.
Hilarious. That is not a ball. Carvey was not set on the mound.
Now, that's something if we did today, we'd probably be run out of the league.
As Jasper has a commanding lead. He takes off for second. Mackay pitches out. The throw is down there almost in time. Jasper is in there safe on the pitch out. Really good technique behind the dish with Mackay. Playing the position like a catcher should, just not in time on the long throw down. As Jasper is in there sliding safe at second with 2 outs.
I love what I'm seeing behind the plate. Mackay's really doing a fantastic job for Spring Ridge tonight.
Here's the pitch. Off speed inside for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Easton Tomachek as the Padres have another runner in scoring position.
And Tomachek, just to let you know, he's 2 for 2 tonight, so he's been hot.
As Jasper takes off, it's a hit and run. Tomachek puts a fly ball into center field, and it is a diving attempt, but it is dropped by Evan. A huge aggressive attempt there by Evan. You could not ask for a better attempt as he lays his body out to try to get the out for his team and just comes up short for the Harriers. As the run scores here for the Padres, it is a 5-0 ball game with Tomachek dropping it right in front of center field. Evan with the great attempt, just coming up short. Taken outside. White tries the back pick.
Way to keep the ball in front over there at first. Great job.
Easton with another aggressive lead here. Mackay keeping an eye on that as Easton's going to try to get to second here.
This is the game plan for the Padres. Create chaos on the base path.
As he takes off, Burkhart ropes one down the left field. A hard hit ball. We have a play at third here, and he is out at third after a hard hit ball to left field to Wesley. Easton trying to get over to third. Wesley guns him out at third base to end the inning, but not after the Padres do a little bit of damage to make the score 5-0. 2 really aggressive attempts there as Evan dove for one in front of him at center. Wesley with the hard throw to third base to end the inning. We are seeing some great baseball here in the St. Mary's County Championship for middle school baseball.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres, 1 game, 1 story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. Underneath the
Welcome back here to two of maybe your favorite Dugout Podcast crew members.
By far.
The verdict's still out. If you ask my son, I think Coach Ryan's probably his favorite. I might be 5th or 6th on the list. As we start the top of the 5th here, Owen pushes one foul down the line.
And Spring Ridge is still staying aggressive at the plate, not changing an approach.
Soren at 46 pitches has really been living by that off speed, and it has been working for him all night as the lefty Owen steps in with an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little high in the zone. Owen liked it, took it, swung and missed. Well, swung and foul, for an 0-2 count.
Umpire making a play, retrieving the ball. Great job by the umpire.
For those keeping track at home, I am at 6 times saying steps in. 6 times saying steps in. Owen with an 0-2 count. Soren delivers. Off speed again. It is put just over the third baseman's head for a single to start the top of the 5th here for Owen. Going down 0-2 in the count, battling to get a line drive over the third baseman's head here. As Spring Ridge has their first base runner on, no outs in the top of the 5th.
Here comes Aaron Cudd, right? Batting 9th. If he can get on base, right, create a little bit of pressure, the Spring Ridge comes back to the top of the lineup and can potentially do some damage.
Owen with a very small lead, gets a secondary. Cudd puts it in play down the first base line. It is fielded cleanly. They're going to try for 2. They get the out at 2, and he is in there at first for a fielder's choice. A very heads-up play by Trevor over there at first to get the lead, as it is 1 out here in the 5th. Smart baseball by Trevor over at first base. So we're at the top of the lineup here for the Harriers. Pomblanco trying to get something started here for the Harriers, as they do have a base runner at first. Amundsen gets a sign. He delivers. There's the off speed again, in there for a strike.
The composure from Amundsen tonight has been phenomenal.
The hammered curve for him is really working, almost with some 12-6 action. As Pomblanco has an 0-1 count. Off speed again, just outside. And Pomblanco swings on and misses for an 0-2 count here. Let's see if Soren shakes off the first sign. He might be looking for another off speed. Here's the pitch as the runner at first takes off, and it is fouled just off the end of the bat.
For those watching at home, I did not flinch at that ball towards the fence.
I moved my legs. That's just because I'm uncomfortable in this hard chair.
It's a rough sit tonight.
Judah doing his job there on an 0-2 count, fouling off. Soren gives him a look over at first base, as he did take off last pitch, and he is not taking off here. There's the off speed again. It is hit to right field, just in front as a hop, and we are going for third base here, getting aggressive, and he is out at third base. Hard hit ball to right field, and Cudd, coming from first, round second, goes over to third, as a hard throw over there to third base gets the second out in the top of the 5th.
That'll knock the wind out of your sails right there. That's a tough play for the Spring Ridge Harriers.
As Pomblanco doing his job, delivering a hard hit ball to right field, just in front of the right fielder, Link. But Link, coming up aggressive on the throw, gets the out at third. As Fan, the DH, takes ball 1 in the dirt.
Fan last time had a nice single up the middle. Let's see if he can do that again here to get Harvey up at the plate.
Pomblanco, a couple steps off the base here at first, as Soren gives him a look. Here's the pitch. Pomblanco takes off. Fan takes it for a strike. The throw is down, but Pomblanco is there in time as a very accurate throw by Luke. One hops it to the base, but Pomblanco ultimately with a little bit more speed to beat the throw.
It was great technique by White back there. It's just Pomblanco just had a little bit more speed.
That would be by Wathen back there. Count that as your
Wathen.
first mistake. As I already have a few, as Fan fouls one off here for 2 balls,
There
1
we
strike.
go.
But back to it, Wathen really commanding the zone back there, working with their pitchers. The pitchers are hitting their marks in a pitching matchup here.
Well, it's a Picasso piece right now. They're just painting on the field.
Fan with a 2-1 count. And Blanco with a big lead at second. He takes off for third.
A hit and
Hard hit ball dropping in the gap to right center. That is going to score Pomblanco as Fan holds up at 1. Barreling a baseball to right center gap. Fan delivering the RBI single to get the Harriers on the board here in the top of the 5th for a 5-1 ball game.
I'll tell you what, Spring Ridge has got a lot of guts. That's a gutsy call. I don't know if I'm standing at third base, if I'm calling a hit and run, 2 outs, but it paid off.
The Harriers being aggressive here, and Fan doing his job to get the base runner home as Harvey is looking to continue it. Fan takes off for second. Harvey with the ball hit to shallow. Center to shortstop calls it, and that is out number 3 as Spring Ridge gets on the board in the top of the 5th with 1 run. It is Padres 5, Harriers 1 on the Sports Ball Dad / Dugout Podcast Radio Network.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson's St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres, 1 game, 1 story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
We are back here live at Tyrone Harris Field for the St. Mary's County Championship game between the Spring Ridge Harriers and the private school Padres as Trevor Vallanningham looks to lead off here for the Padres in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a huge inning for Spring Ridge. Meat of the lineup.
New pitcher in for the Harriers as Leo Gardner takes over on the bump with Joseph Harvey moving over to third base. As Trevor.
And if I'm Spring Ridge, if I can get out of this inning with no damage after scoring 1, right, the momentum starts to shift.
Swung on and missed by Trevor. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trevor really wanted that pitch that was a little low in the zone as Leo gets himself here in a 1-1 count for the Harriers.
I'm going to start calling him Mortal Kombat.
Here's the pitch. Wicked breaking ball, breaking just too early in the dirt for ball 2. Leo showing no fear going to a breaking ball on a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball is put in play. Trevor hits it to the shortstop. So he's hustling down to first. There's the throw, and it is there in time for the first out as Pomblanco, fielding the ball cleanly at short, gets the out at first. The leadoff runner for 1 out here to start the bottom of the 5th for the Harriers.
And what an adjustment Pomblanco made after that first ball that was hit to him in the first inning, right? Not charging the ball. This time he came up, he attacked the ball, went through it, and made a nice throw at first. Good adjustment.
As the catcher, Luke Wathen, steps in, hits a ground ball back to the pitcher, Leo. Leo takes his time to get the ball over to first, and it is there for 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th as Leo goes 1-2 to start the bottom half of this inning.
It's a great start. If I'm Spring Ridge, really encouraged by the way Leo's been thrown right now. If we can get another one in a row, adds a little bit more fuel to their fire.
Colton Buckler, the 8th grader on the team, one of the 8th graders on the team, takes the first pitch outside for a ball as Leo is offering that curveball just out of the zone.
And that's the second curveball that's been a little bit short. Looks like he's snapping it off just a little bit too hard.
Here's the pitch. It is swung on and missed for strike 1. Could be, maybe, I'm not saying it is, but could be those headlights out in left center field that have now flashed.
That have now flashed.
We're 5 for 5 with headlights in left center field as Leo delivers in the dirt for a ball.
If you had headlights on your bingo card, you won.
I would have blackout bingo. No, now they've dimmed them. Very courteous of them as they finally leave the park.
Thank goodness.
Hopefully to go think about their decisions they are making as Leo pitches just a little high as Buckler works himself into a 3-1 count here for the Padres. 2 outs here. Leo delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Leo dialing up the velocity there. Colton working himself into a full count. So he gets a small time from Chris behind the dish as Leo gets a sign and he delivers. Painting the outside corner for strike 3. Leo finding the corner, going 1-2-3 for the Harriers. Just what the doctor ordered, as it is a 5-1 ball game heading into the top of the 6th at the St. Mary's County Bob Richardson Championship game.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. One game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night. Underneath
Welcome back here to two of your favorite Dugout Podcast hosts. We are live here with Mr. Jimmy James Jones and RJ, don't ask me what my middle name is, Bean.
The Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Look, that was a great inning for the Spring Ridge Harriers. If they can respond here, use that momentum, and make a little bit more noise, it'll make it an interesting game.
Leo going 1-2-3 in that inning. Up to bat for the Harriers as he takes the first pitch for a strike, a breaking ball, hitting the zone for Soren as he's really leaning heavily into that pitch. 0-1 count. Swung on, foul tipped into the catcher's mask. Luke is fine. The umpire, Chris Schoenberg, checking on him as Leo gets himself into a hole here with an 0-2 count. Soren, go ahead.
And even late in the game, Spring Ridge hasn't changed their approach, staying aggressive at the base or at the plate.
Soren delivers. Off speed again, this time low, taken for a ball.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Soren tonight. He's really commanded the zone. I'd love to see the stats on how many balls he's actually thrown.
Great dad joke here. Soren is soaring in this game. Ball in the dirt.
I like that. That was nice. I like that.
Two balls, 2 strikes here for Leo Gardner.
And he's looking to help himself here, right? Now that he's on the bump, if he can get on base, create a little bit of noise.
Soren accepts the first sign from Watson as he delivers. It is off speed, not breaking enough, high in the zone. Leo working himself into a full count here after starting the count 0-2.
And doing something we haven't seen the last couple innings, laying off the high pitches. That's a great take by Leo.
Soren waves off the first sign as he delivers. And it is foul, out of play down the first base line. Leo keeping the at-bat alive, doing his job, fouling off a pitch close to that zone as he's still working with a full count here for the Harriers.
And for the first time in a long time, Soren's had to work with a batter going deeper than 4 pitches.
Soren shakes off the first 2. Here's the pitch. And it is in the dirt for ball 4. Leo doing his job for the Harriers, getting the leadoff runner on by starting with an 0-2 count, working it full as the big bat of Mackay White, the catcher, son of manager Darian White, steps in.
And the last time Mackay was up at the plate, he absolutely roped one. It just stayed in the
Leo's
park.
looking to run as he gets a small secondary. Mackay hits a deep fly ball to left field. Left field already back to play it. Takes 3 steps over, makes the catch for the first out here in the 6th. As for the second time, Mackay has gotten lots of barrel and pop on that baseball, but the outfield giving him his respect and being there to make the out.
Credit to the Padres. As I'm watching the field, they're making infield adjustments based on the batters. That's just great baseball to watch. Joseph Harvey now.
A throw-over attempt as Leo was in there safe.
Harvey has an opportunity. Last time he was a little bit amped up. He seemed a little bit more calm and cool. Let's see what he can do here at the plate. Need him here.
You mean
Or Donnelly.
Donnelly. For those counting at home, that's Jimmy's second mistake here this evening.
Sure, right to.
He is 1 strike away from being tossed from the broadcast as Leo steals a base to get to second for the Harriers for a runner in scoring position. Evan looking to bring him in with 1 out. As Soren steps off the rubber, keeps him honest at second. Happy to announce there are no headlights out in left field. Evan swings and misses for a strike.
Now I'm watching Soren on the mound right now, and it looks like Leo's taking a lot of attention from him. If I'm Soren, I'm just attacking the plate right now. Do what you do. Don't worry about the runner at second. Attack this batter, get the out.
Here's the pitch. Evan just fouls it back to the backstop for 2 strikes for Evan. Donnelly looking to help his team out here with a 2-strike count. Leo being held at second by Dobson gets secondary lead. And there is an off-speed pitch taken for strike 3 as Soren is living with that off-speed for strike 3 on Evan. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
The kid's got ice in his veins. Anytime there's some type of adversity, a runner on base, he doesn't flinch, he just attacks.
Perhaps he's been listening to the new album by Drake that just dropped today called Iceman as Wesley swings on and fouls one off behind the backstop for strike 1. And yes, that was a Drake reference that I was able to work into this game. Wesley with the 0-1 count as Soren gets a sign. Leo takes off. Ball is low. The throw down is just in the dirt. Leo is safe as Wathen didn't get the best grip on there, was able to stop the ball, which is very important. So there was no wild pitch to the backstop. But Leo is in there at third with 2 outs.
Talk about a gutsy call with the left-handed hitter stealing third base.
As the ball's just a bit outside.
Bob Eucler, love it.
Had to work it in. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Wesley.
Here we go, 3.
Soren working his pitch count up here as he looks in. He delivers. Wesley sitting back on the off speed. It is a hard hit ball, fielded it into the gut of Trevor, able to keep it in front. Might be a little bit of pain, but they get the out at first base to end the inning as the Harriers were knocking on the door again and leave another base runner stranded. In the top of the 6th, we got the private school 5, Spring Ridge Middle School 1 here live at Tyrone Harris Field.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. 1 game, 1 story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
Welcome back here to the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson St. Mary's County Middle School Championship game.
And what a game it is. We've seen a lot of good baseball on both sides of the diamond here.
Can you hear us now? If you couldn't hear us, we are making a huge attempt at our best Ryan Shepard voice from the Dugout Podcast.
I'm trying to channel in my inner Delilah.
Welcome to Smooth Jazz Evenings with Ryan Shepard, Jimmy Jones, Mikey Farrell, RJ Bean, and Evan Hart here on the Dugout Podcast.
Beautiful baseball.
And we are officially back. As we know Ryan is listening in, can't wait to get the text message as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
We love you.
Padres 5, Harriers 1 as Leo gets the first pitch in there as Soren swings and misses for strike 1.
He's been doing a great job with his fastball tonight, right? If he can get his off speed to kind of mix in, he'd be in great shape.
Leo delivers. There's the off speed again, just short in the dirt. Taken for ball 1 by Soren. Good. I cannot mention enough a large crowd here at Chancellor's Run. Beautiful to see to support these boys. And there is that breaking ball in there for a strike. A nasty, nasty curveball thrown by Leo as he gets ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the fastball just outside.
It's a good mix of speed. I like the. You can definitely tell that it's more than 5 to 6 miles per hour off. It can really, if he can command that curveball.
That one's in the dirt for ball 3.
He could really do some damage with that. Now Leo's just got to settle in, work with Mackay.
Leo gets a sign. Here's the pitch. And it is swung on and missed for strike 3, but it is dropped. But Mackay able to recover to get the drop third out at first base as Leo and Mackay get the first out to start the bottom half of the inning as Private is up 5-1.
And that's a big first out, right? Because you don't want anything else to be added to this deficit. So Leo's job's got to be get in, get out, and get the sticks away.
Swung on and missed.
And now?
As Leo pitches.
And now?
Taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike here.
You're by yourself.
For Colton, excuse me, not Colton, for Hank Russell here.
Test.
Okay. Leo pitches. There's the off speed just out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I was mute for a minute. Now I'm back.
That was by design, Jimmy. 2 balls, 1 strike as Leo delivers. There it is, swung on, and it is out of play down the third base side. A high hit foul ball here by Russell as he has a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 6th.
RJ, these are the outs that Spring Ridge needs to get. We're at the bottom of the lineup.
There's a ball put into play. It is hit to shallow center. Center fielder charging as quick as he can. Gets past his glove, but he is going to hold up at first as the ball dropped just in front of the center fielder. And Russell is on for a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 6th for the Padres. There's a throw over attempt. It is overthrown. Russell is going to take off for second. He is going to be up at second on the pickoff attempt that is overthrown to Owen. Russell at second base now with the Harriers, or excuse me, the Padres knocking on the door here with 1 out and a runner in scoring position.
And that's been Spring Ridge's kryptonite tonight, right? There's been 3 to 4 overthrows, throwing errors that have really impacted this game, and you eliminate those and it's much closer.
There's a design play there as Leo went for the pickoff, did not throw it, but the Pomblanco and the center fielder tried to sell it as an overthrow. Really, really good design. Takes me back to Little Big League with the Minnesota Twins as Leo pitches for a ball outside.
Great movie reference, Little Big League. Love that movie.
They totally sold that as the bullpen coaches got involved, as the security guard got involved.
The one with Griffey. Yeah,
yes,
beautiful.
Griffey and Randy Johnson. Great movie. Pitch just a low and a bit outside for Braylon as he works the count to 2 balls, no strike.
And you can tell Leo's a little bit rattled right now. He's got to settle in.
As that's outside for ball 3. Braylon with a 3-0 count, looking to take here. As Russell has a small lead at second. And Braylon swinging the bat on what could have been ball 4, low in the zone. He works it to a 3-1 count.
Out in front on that too, right? Nice off speed.
Three balls, 1 strike for the lefty. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it is just foul down the third base line. He got every piece of that outside pitch going oppo taco down the third base line, about 6 feet foul in left field.
Oppo taco. I've heard that somewhere.
Braylon faces a full count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. As that is ball 4 out of the zone. Braylon fouling a couple off, gets to first base with a runner on first, a runner on second for the Padres with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
I'd be curious to know whether or not we got, 1 out to bunt or even do a hit and run here. Let's see how aggressive the Padres are going to be.
Jasper showing bunt earlier in the game as Leo delivers. He shows bunt again, and he pulls it back for a ball. It is a pass ball, and he is going to third. He is going to hold at third as the ball is overthrown just over the glove of the third baseman. As he squared up for the bunt, pulled it back to take the ball as the runners move. Russell over to third, Sage over to second. 2 runners in scoring position here for the leadoff for Grote.
Now, if it were me, RJ, I probably would have walked him here.
So that's outside for a ball.
Load the bases, get me a force out at home. It's going to be really difficult to turn a double play here.
Jasper with a 2-0 count. Leo gets a sign, and he delivers. In the dirt, good stop by Mackay behind the dish, using his body to hold the runner at third. As we have a 3-ball, no strike count here for Jasper in the bottom of the 6th. Throw over attempt to keep him honest at third, and he's in there safe.
Padres at the top of the lineup, they can do some real damage here.
Here's the pitch. Swinging on a 3-0 count again. It is fouled out of play for 3 balls, 1 strike. The Padres really looking to be aggressive here, as that's the second swing on a 3-0 pitch.
But you know what? I love the approach, right? We're at the top of the lineup, runners at second and third. Why not give our best bats an opportunity to swing?
Here's the pitch, and it is in the dirt for ball 4. Mackay doing his job again, blocking that baseball, as the Harriers now have bases loaded here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
And to be honest with you, I don't know if Easton, if this is the batter you want to face. Easton today is 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Easton increasing his hit total to 13 for the Padres, as the lefty is looking to induce some damage here with bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th. This could be a defining moment for Leo as he looks to battle through this adversity with the bases loaded. Mackay doing his job behind the dish, being a wall, keeping baseballs in front, helping his pitcher out when he's calling the off speed in the dirt.
Now let's see what type of adjustments. You would expect to see the infield in at this point. With the score 5-1, you can't let any more score. But it doesn't seem like the Harriers are taking that approach. With the corners in, it looks
Corners
like
are in. Middle is playing double play depth as the first pitch is in the dirt. Mackay blocking, kicking
Great
it out,
block.
keeping it in front. Mackay, I can't speak highly enough of him doing his job back there for this team, keeping them in the game. As Tomachek has a 1-ball, no strike count. Here's the pitch. There's the off speed, hitting the inside corner for a strike. As Tomachek takes that one, Leo finding the zone here with a 1-1 count.
I still can't stress enough. I'm a little perplexed with the strategy here. I would have the infield in, cut off that run to home.
As Harvey is holding him at third. There's an off-speed pitch. It is fouled off just behind the dish down the third base side. Out of play for strike 2 here. Tomachek a little off balance there with a 1-2 count.
This would be a huge out if Leo can execute right here. Big for both sides.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It is strike 3 despite it being dropped, but with 1 out and first base occupied, the batter is out for 2 outs. Leo relying heavily on that off-speed pitch, gets Tomachek to take the bait, and we are at 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th with bases loaded for the Padres.
And who else but Berghardt up at the plate? Big stick.
There's a pass ball here, wild pitch hitting the dirt, and he is going to be in there safe as that breaking ball drifted too far outside. Mackay doing his job back there, just couldn't get the body out to it. With the wild pitch, it is a run scored as the runners advance to second and third. Here we are at a 6-1 ball game, 2 outs with the 1-0 count to Tyler. That's just above his head for ball 2.
And Tyler, probably the most dangerous hitter on the field tonight. Again, a 7-11 average with 27 hits, 26 RBIs.
So he's looking to add 2 more to that total. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Mackay slides out to catch it. Not a bad idea with first base open to put one of their bigger bats on base. But you still have Trevor Vallandigham coming up, who also does damage all season.
You're saying what I'm thinking, RJ.
The 3-0 pitch. Tyler swings on and misses.
Out of
Another
his
3-0
shoes.
swing for 3-1 count. Padres continuing to be aggressive on a 3-0 count. As Tyler looking to send that one to the moon, misses it outside. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt for ball 4.
Big moment here for both Leo and Trevor. Big moment of the game. With it being 6-1, eliminate the damage right now.
Trevor Vallandigham with 7 RBIs on the season, looking to add to that total here as he's got bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. As Leo pitches, it's in there for a strike. Almost called that prematurely, but I'm glad the umpire agreed.
Both you and Trevor were both in agreement, shaking his head. He knew it. He seems locked in right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, it's put into play down the third base side. Fielded cleanly by Joseph, and Joseph does not get the tag on the runner heading to third base as John calls him safe. Darian coming out, he wants probably a second opinion on that as Harvey believes he made the tag. Tomachek over at third says no, and they're going to consult about it here in the bottom of the 6th as that's an important play.
Huge play. But if I'm the field umpire, that's tough to go back to home plate. I don't know if he had the angle to reverse that call there.
Chris has to watch the run, hit the plate at home. That's tough to see out the corner of your eye, the tag. As John and Chris here consult, and they are remaining with the call, safe at 3, as the Padres pick up another run, making it a 7-1 ball game here for the Padres. Bases loaded here for the catcher, Luke Wathen, as he looks to continue the damage here in the bottom of the 6th and bring in another run. Very, very tough play. Got to battle back from that one as Leo throws the first one in there just high out of the zone for a ball.
Things are slowly starting to get out of hand here. The Harriers need an out.
This is where you mentally check in as Leo delivers the ball in the dirt. Mackay,
Huge block.
blocking it again. As Leo works himself into a 2-ball, no strike count. Wathen with the green light here with bases loaded, looking for that strike.
The Harriers coaching staff talking to Mackay to look at the runner at third.
Here's the pitch, and it's a strike, and it is swung on. Wathen pops it up in the infield, and it is caught by the shortstop for 3 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. But the Padres do damage as they get 2 more insurance runs to make it a 7-1 ball game as we head into the top of the 7th here. Spring Ridge needing to score at least 6 to tie it, at least 7 to break the tie here at Tyrone Harris Field.
Yeah. Sports Ball Dad live tonight. Bob Richardson St. Mary's Championship. Middle school legends under the lights. Harriers, Padres. One game, one story. And the Dugout Podcast on the call all night.
All right, we are here in the top of the 7th here at Tyrone Harris Field for the St. Mary's County Middle School Baseball Championship between the Padres and Harriers. Where the
RJ, if I'm the Harriers right now, my approach being down so much, first pitch, take till I see a strike.
Owen leading off here for the Harriers takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Soren at 75 pitches is looking to complete this game, 7-inning game for his Padres, as they are up in this game 7-1, excuse me. So he gets his sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's swung on, hit down the first base line, takes a hop right to the glove above Trevor's hand for the first out in the inning as Owen threw it down the line. Just couldn't make anything happen as it almost took a bad bounce over Trevor's head. He's able to snag it to get the out at first for 1 out here.
That was just a great read by Trevor over there. The way it hit the lip, that bounce, staying back and patient, making the play. Great job over there at first.
Aaron Cudd steps in. Off speed. He takes that for a ride. It's going to drop in there right in front of right field as Aaron Cudd gets on base for the Harriers, trying to get something started here with 1 out. Beautiful piece of hitting. Aggressive on that first strike. Ready to get a rally going here for the Harriers as we go to the top of the lineup here for the Harriers as Pomblanco set to receive from
Spring
Soren.
Ridge, this is what you want. You want the top of the lineup up in the most crucial point of the game.
Cudd takes off. It's put into play. Hit to the shortstop. He is going to be safe at second. The throw's over to first. He gets him out in time as the steal hit and run was on. Fielder's choice as Cudd moves to second. The out at first as Pomblanco puts it in play just in the nick of time for the Padres as they have 2 outs here, 1 out away from making it to the Co-County Championship for middle school baseball, where the Padres were the inaugural champion last year.
Look at the repeat and come back to back.
Fan bolted one to right center last at bat. Looks in. First pitch swinging just a little late, fouls it off there.
Now the beautiful thing about baseball, RJ, is that anything can happen. I've seen crazier things and with larger deficits.
Whether you believe you can or can't, you are right. As Fan has an 0-1 count. Cudd with a bigger lead at second. The pitch is out there, and it is hit just foul down the first base line. Fielded it by Trevor, but it is a foul ball as Fan works himself into an 0-2 count.
And Zachary's had a fine game today. Hit the ball hard, putting it in play with a couple of knocks. See if he can continue.
fan family is full of baseball players as Zachary looks and takes one inside. I thought it hit him. It did not. Too far inside for a wild pitch there as Cud moves over to third base here. As Fan gets his first ball. The Spring Ridge dugout is looking for the hit by pitch. I thought it hit him, but I have a terrible angle. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off speed. And bounced in front of the plate, but ultimately a little bit of English on a coming back foul as Fan is battling here with a 1-2 count.
You're right. Looking back at that last play, it looked like the ball did hit Fan. He looked confused. The coaching staff wanted the umpire to go back on it. Here we are, 2-2, big moment. Soren and Fan.
And that's Jimmy's third mistake here as it's a 1-2 count. Pitches inside for ball 2.
Oh, geez. Now I'm not going to hear the end of it.
For those keeping track at home, that is 3 mistakes by Jimmy, 1 mistake by RJ.
Put it in the comments.
As we are on a 2-2 count here for Zach. Chris and John doing a wonderful job umpiring this game as the 2-2 pitch is delivered. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It is a drop third, and that is the out at first base to end the game. The Cinderella story comes to an end as the Padres take down the Harriers in a 7-1 ball game. The Padres will go on to play Pickawaxen Panthers in the Southern Maryland Bob Richardson Middle School League championship game next Wednesday here at Chancellor's Run Regional Park, where the Padres are looking to repeat from last year's run in the championship game.
What a game by the Padres. Soren pitching a masterful game today. It just wasn't enough. The mistakes made defensively by Spring Ridge Harriers, it was just a little bit too much to overcome tonight. Beautiful game.
Great job by both teams, and we are out here from Sports Ball Dad Production, Dugout Podcast crew talking.
That's it.
Appreciate you being with us. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.